السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hi everyone, nice to meet you all. Today inshallah we will start in chemical formula and moles. At first I want to tell you that this part is included for AS level chemistry, but this part can be studied for any student in IGCSE chemistry. Also any student in our official schools, Egyptian official schools، أي طالب في المدارس التجريبية يقدر يشوف الفيديو ده كويس جدا ليه عشان يدرس ال chemical formula and modes. Okay, now I will start to answer one questions of the practice examination questions by the end of your chapter. I will start to answer only one question from the two questions and the other question will be in the next video. Let's start together to cover our first question in the chemical formula and modes. Let's go. Number one, you must memorize the most important equations or the most important rules for answering any question in our chapter. At first, you must know that the mass of any one mole equals the relative atomic mass of an element equal AR of the element or equals the relative molecular mass of compound or molecule. So, if we have element, the mass of one mole of element equal A or relative atomic mass of the element or the relative molecular mass of the mole. The next one, number of moles N equal mass M divided by relative atomic mass AR of element or MR relative molecular mass of molecule. Number 3, the molar volume of any gas under STP, under standard temperature and pressure is, you can find it written as 24 mole per decimeter cubic. Sometimes you can find it written as 22.4 mole per decimeter cubic. So take care, any 1 decimeter cubic equal 1 liter equal 1000 centimeter cubic. So if you have any volume related by centimeter cubic, you must convert it into decimeter cubic. Number of moles of gas equal volume by molar volume. I told you the molar volume equal 24 mole per decimeter cubic or 22.4 mole per decimeter cubic. Number 3. How can you calculate the percentage yield or the percentage purity of our product? Percentage yield equal your actual yield. Usually actual yield is a given information in your question. Already you have the actual yield. Predicted yield or expected yield or calculated yield or theoretical yield, you must calculate it from the given information. Times 100. So percentage yield equal actual yield over theoretical yield times 100. Percentage purity equal mass of pure product divided by mass of impure product times 100. You will know it more and more by answering questions. Then you must know from any chemical equation that the number of moles equals the balance in your equation. For example, if I have 2H2 plus O2 will form 2H2O. This means that 2 moles of hydrogen will react with 1 mole of oxygen to form 2 moles of water. The next one, concentration C equal number of moles N divided by volume V. So the concentration is the number of moles divided by volume. All the calculations by mole per decimeter cubic. So we can have concentrated solution and we can have diluted solution. Let's transfer to the next question. examination practice questions. This part is included in your AS and A-level chemistry book. Question number 1. Zinc is essential trace element which is necessary for the healthy growth of animals and plants. Zinc deficiency in humans can be easily treated by using zinc salts as a dietary supplements. Already we can take many dietary supplements as pharmaceutical compounds. One of these pharmaceutical compounds is zinc compounds to treat zinc deficiency. One salt is used as a dietary supplement is hydrated zinc sulfate, that NSO4XH2O. So we have hydrated salt, but we have one molecule of zinc sulfate joined to unknown number of molecules of water, which is the colorless crystalline solid crystals. Crystals of zinc sulfate may be prepared in your school or college laboratory by reacting dilute sulfuric acid with a suitable compound of zinc. So inside our school laboratory or colleague laboratory, we will react zinc compounds with sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate. If you can memorize this part, we explain it in the making or preparation of salts in acids and bases. This part is related directly by the reaction between acid and base to form salts and water. So the answer is related to this part. If you want to memorize this part, I will keep the link down for the preparation of salts. Just we will use one salt of the following salts. Our salts can be zinc oxide, zinc hydroxide, or zinc carbonate. So the answer will be zinc oxide or zinc hydroxide or zinc carbonate. By reacting zinc oxide or zinc hydroxide plus sulfuric acid, we will have zinc sulfate plus water. By reacting zinc carbonate plus sulfuric acid, we will have the salt of zinc sulfate plus water plus carbon dioxide. So the answer may be zinc oxide or zinc hydroxide or zinc carbonate. Okay, let's transfer to the next question. A simple experiment to determine the value of X. X is the number of moles in the hydrated salt of zinc sulfate. In the formula that NSO4XH2O is to heat it carefully to drive off the water to remove any water. That NSO4XH2O is heated to form anhydrous zinc sulfate, that NSO4 salt plus water H2O. A student placed a sample of the hydrated zinc sulfate in a weighted boiling tube and reweighed it. He then heated the tube for a short time, cooled it and reweighted it when it cooled. This process was repeated 4 times. The first results are shown below. Mass of empty tube by gram, mass of empty tube plus hydrated salt, mass of empty tube plus anhydrous salt, or salt after heating. So, let's know the first question. Why we repeat heating and cooling and reweight 4 times? We heat more than 1 time to be sure that we remove all the amount of water from the hydrated salt. Okay? And we also need to increase the accuracy of our experiment. And we need to decrease any random factor of error in our experiment. So the model answer is related to the steps of heating. For example, if I have copper sulfate hydrated, its color is blue. By heating, we will form it into anhydrous white salt. So we have difference in color. But in the case of our zinc sulfate salt, it is colorless. So it is hard to know if we remove all the molecules of water or still no. So we need to repeat the experiment more than one time, as zinc sulfate is the same crystals in our shape. So we need to be more accurate in our experiment. The answer: to remove and be sure no water of crystallization remained, and to reduce the systematic error. Do you understand it? The next one. Calculate the amount in moles of anhydrous salt produced. At first, to know the mass of anhydrous salt produced, how can we calculate it? Of course, we have mass of tube and salt after fourth heating. So, the mass of anhydrous salt is 76.34 minus 74.25. So, the mass of anhydrous salt is 76.34 minus 74.25. So, we have 2 grams and 0.09 gram. It is the number of grams or the mass of anhydrous salt. We want to calculate number of moles of anhydrous zinc sulfate. Number of moles equal mass over relative molecular mass. Mass is known, 2.09. Relative molecular mass of zinc sulfate. The relative atomic mass of zinc is 65, sulfur 32. We have 4 oxygen atoms, 4 times 16. The total calculation is 0.0129. So we just divide by MR. MR is the relative molecular mass of zinc sulfate. Let's transfer to the next question. Calculate the amount in moles of the water driven off by heating. Okay, we want to calculate the amount of moles of water driven off. We will start to make subtraction of mass of tube plus hydrated salt minus mass of tube plus anhydrous salt. So it is 77.97 minus 76.34. It is the mass of water removed. So the mass of water removed 1.63. Number of moles equal mass over relative molecular mass. Take care, we are talking about water. Relative molecular mass of water, H2O. Water is H2O. H is 2 times 1 is 2 H2O. Hydrogen is 2 times 1, 2 plus 16 equal 18. So just divide the mass over the relative molecular mass of water. So it is the number of moles of water in our compound. Let's transfer to the next question from the results 2 and 3. Calculate the value of X in your zinc sulfate hydrated salt, in that NSO4XH2O. From the informations, we have number of moles of zinc sulfate attached to number of moles of water. For example, I can say that each one of mole of zinc sulfate attached to X moles of water. So, from the given information, number of moles of zinc sulfate attached to number of moles of the water. Let's have the following information. We have zinc sulfate, that NSO4XH2O. Number of moles of zinc is 0.0129. Number of moles of water 0.0905. So each one mole of zinc sulfate is attached with unknown moles of water. Just by using cross multiplication, we will calculate X, the number of moles. Number of moles is 6.9981. Approximately it is 7. So we can say that the structure of our compound is that NSO4 7H2O. Okay. Let's transfer to the next question. For many people, an intake of approximately 15 mg per day zinc will be sufficient to prevent deficiencies. Zinc ethanoate crystals CH3COO by 2 zinc to H2O may be used in this way. Okay. So, what mass of pure crystals of zinc ethanoate salt? Its relative molecular mass 219.4 gram. So the mass of each 1 mole of zinc ethanoate is 219.4. We need to obtain a dose of 15 mg of zinc. Again, I have 1 mole of zinc ethanoate. Its relative molecular mass, its weight is 219.4 gram. I want to take 15 milligram of zinc. How many grams or milligrams of zinc ethanoate I will take to give me 15 milligrams of zinc? Okay. At first, each 1 mole of zinc ethanoate contains how many grams of zinc? 65. From where 65? From the molecular structure of zinc. Zinc that N is that N 30 and 65.39. It is the relative atomic mass of zinc. So each 219.4 grams of zinc ethanoate contains 65 grams of zinc. I want to take 15 milligrams of zinc. How many milligrams of zinc ethanoate or grams of zinc ethanoate I will use? Just by using cross multiplication. So the mass of the zinc ethanoate is 15 times 219.4 divided by 65. So I need to take 50.630 milligram of zinc ethanoate. The next question. The dose is taken in a solution of 5 centimeter cubic of aqueous zinc ethanoate. What would be the concentration of the solution used? Just I want to calculate the concentration. We said before concentration equal number of moles over volume. But already we don't have the number of moles. So, at first you need to calculate your number of moles. Number of moles equal mass over relative molecular mass. Take care. You calculate the mass by milligram. You want to convert the mass into grams. So 50.630 divided by 100. It is the mass over relative molecular mass 219.4. So the number of moles is the given value. Concentration C equal N over V. N is the given number of moles. Volume is 5 over 1000. So the concentration is 0.0462 mole per decimeter cubic. So we have finished the first question. I hope that you understand it well. If you have any doubt, if you have any problem, you can send me a comment. At last, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to give me like and share for the video and make subscribe to the channel to have any new video. Thanks for watching. See you later. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.